Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I'm Amanda and we are here with Sketchbook Chat, and I will talk about what I am doing, but first I want to talk about setting art goals. This is an issue that I want to address because I need to remind myself to keep art goals in mind, and also I want to help you guys out to see how you can go about setting your own art goals and how to keep up with them. So setting art goals gives you something to work towards long term, and it gives you motivation to get better and achieve them. So I advise you to set your long-term goal first. It could be to open an online store, make art your career, or still have and love art as a hobby years down the line, or get a job in the industry. Any of these things, and obviously there's plenty more goals that you can set. This will be about specifically art goals, but you can also apply these to your real life goals as well. After you've set your big long-term goal, then break down your big goal down into smaller goals, because achieving smaller goals that relate to your bigger goals gives you confidence and will help you to keep motivated to reach your end goal. After that, the next thing to do is to start working on them. So brainstorming is a good way to get your ideas and goals out of your brain and into action. Writing them down will make them seem more real. So you could get a plain bit of paper and you could put your main goal in the middle, and then just put little like spikes, like a little spider, and then just like little things, ideas of ways to achieve those goals and things that you need to do. Bullet journaling really helps. I have a bullet journaling and I can't speak today. A bullet journal, and I put down a page for year goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, and then I also put down to-do tasks in my dailies to make sure that I'm on top of my goals every single day. And they're all looked at regularly so that I keep them fresh in my mind. Then you could make sure that your goals the goals you set are ones that you want. This is an important one because sometimes people set goals that they think they want because family members, parents, or employers might want, and that can really put a downer on your life. And if you're chasing somebody else's dreams, it's not going to make you happy. So you need to make sure that the goals that you're working towards are your goals and not anybody else's goals. For instance, if your dad's a doctor and he wants you to be a doctor, but you don't want to be a doctor, you want to be an artist, then be an artist, don't be a doctor. It's as simple as that. It's your life and it's the way that you want to live it. I know that it's difficult for some people to kind of achieve these things, but you know, you just need to power on. So say you want to make art your career. Some smaller goals may be to make a portfolio, go to college or art school to learn all you can, or just take in as much information from the internet, self-teach yourself, travel a bit to meet new people and new sites and things to draw there, fill up a bunch of sketchbooks, draw or create a certain amount of artworks per week, day, year, whatever is best for you. There's lots of little in-between goals that you could do. A goal could be if you're a YouTuber and you do art, then to collaborate with someone that might further your career. And obviously it's not going to be like, okay, I'm going to collaborate with this person, let's write out and ask them. You need to become friends with them and, you know, try to be their friend, try to be good and supportive towards them before you can even think about doing a collaboration with them, because collaborations are meant to be things that friends and supporters do for each other. So keep checking those short-term goals, and I don't know what that says. I'm reading off my notes. Yeah, keep checking your short-term goals and your to-dos, but also reflect often on your long-term goals, as you may need to modify or change them depending on your priorities and experiences in life. So you might be going along the lines of trying to go to college, and then you might think, that's not for me, I don't want to go to college, university or art school, I want to just work in the industry but do it my way. Then obviously you will have to change that goal. I read somewhere, and I don't know where, but I'll try and find the article, that the SMART method is a good way. So S for specific, I can't say that word, or significant, M for measurable or meaningful, A for attainable or action orientated, R for relevant or rewarding, and T for time or trackable. Instead of having to have an art career, have become a children's book illustrator by January 2010. So basically you are measuring the time of the relevant, attainable, specific goal. So you are saying that you, instead of having an art career, you want to become a children's book illustrator, which is more specific than art career, and by setting a time and date, you can then know how long you have to work on reaching that goal, because you could be wanting an art career and trying to get an art career for the rest of your life, but if you want an art career in the next 2 years, then you need to set that goal, and then you need to set smaller goals in that time frame to be able to achieve that goal. And it is achievable, it's doable, guys. You can do whatever you want to do as long as you work hard and you are motivated and passionate about it. Also, think about your goals in a positive light. Don't just set goals, set dates and times and amounts. If you have several goals, set priorities for them so that you don't feel overwhelmed. So say you wanted to make a portfolio, but you also wanted to go to college. Well, making a portfolio will help you get into college. So don't think about the going to college goal too much. Obviously have it in the back of your mind, but think about the portfolio one first and work on that. And then once you've done the portfolio, say, right, now I need to try and see if I can get into college. Now I need to try and see if I can contact people to do a collaboration with. Now I need to see if I can try and put my portfolio in to try and get into the industry, stuff like that. Also, a good idea is to reward yourself and celebrate when you achieve a goal, no matter how small. You don't have to say, right, I've achieved my goal, next one. You can be proud of achieving that goal and treat yourself. If the goal was easy to achieve, then make the next goal a little bit harder. Set more goals based around the goals as well. Also, I want to say again, if your goal was too hard to achieve and it took too much time, then make the goal easier. Obviously, adjust it accordingly. You don't have to set goals and be like, right, this is what I've got to do. And then if you don't get it done, you're a failure. You can't do anything else. So yeah, say you've completed a watercolour painting for a boy, of a boy talking to an animal, but the anatomy for them was off or your background was weak. Set goals to make that better. So instead of just being like, right, that's it, I can't do it, then try and make it better, obviously. So if you didn't set goals before, now is the time to set goals. A little bit about the artwork that I'm actually working on in this sketchbook that you are watching right now. I don't have that much time to talk about it because I sped up this thing before I started talking. But basically, I want to learn how to draw animals, but I also want to learn environments and things about the animals that I didn't know before. So I'm going on Google and Googling habitats of animals or habitats of this specific animal, and I did it for red panda. So it's really cool that I learned all of these things about the pandas, and I didn't know that before. It also makes it easier for me to do an artwork based around that animal that looks realistic. Like if I drew this animal swimming in the sea, it's not going to look that realistic. But if I drew an animal, if I drew a painting of a red panda lounging in the sun on a tree, then it's going to be more specific. So I had really lots of fun doing this sketchbook page, and it helped fill it up with the writing as well, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, it was really good to do that, and I enjoyed it so much. So I recommend doing that. If you have a topic that you want to know about, treat it like a reference sheet. It's fun, trust me. But I think that's all I've got time for just now, so I hope that this video helped you. I'm sorry that I tripped over my words a couple of times, but yeah, I hope that it helped you in some way. If you have any tips for setting goals, or if you have anything to say about this topic, then please put it in the comments below. If you have any questions or more topics that you want me to talk about in the future, then make sure you also comment them below. Like the video, share it, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.